We had Kaladin on scribe rotation.
Yes.
Oh, for our new player, you know how to adjust the volume for the music and everything, Gabriel?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So, for your name, usually I have people put their character name and basically three of your stats in there for perception, insight, and investigation. Your passive stats. Just so I don't have to ask you if something comes up, like what's everyone's, passive, whatever. I can just look and see, so I'll know if you'll know something. So if you go to the cog and go to display name, you can change what you'll display as in Roll20.
Cheese, grated up cheese, great value nonetheless.
And do you see where that is?
Yes, I do. I'm getting it typed in right now.
Okay, cool.
And do you know how to calculate the passive stats? It's basically just 10 plus whatever the skill is in your skill. So it's passive perception, insight, and then investigation. Is that the order that you did it?
Perception, insight, and investigation. If that's what you said, I was looking at something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perception, insight, and investigation.
Yeah.
And it's just 10 plus whatever the skill is in your skills.
Yeah, whatever the number is for the skill. Oh, and just put your first name, because if you put your last name, it'll take up a bunch of space. So that looks all correct.
One more thing, Ryan. Because we get a bunch of loot, and you should add 850 old world gold to your inventory if you haven't already.
I think I added it, but let me double check.
You did? Okay, maybe if you did, then it's good. Then just reminding him that he has it.
I thought I did, but before I say that, I should look at his sheet, because I thought I was recording the stuff you gave him.
Oh.
No, I didn't. Okay, so yeah. Well, actually, that's right. It's old world, so I wouldn't have put it in your...
In our bag of holding.
Just as an item.
In our bag of holding, we already have a bunch. I don't know if
it is only silver. We are, because silver is just very heavy, so we're carrying it in bag of holding. But the gold we just gave everyone like in a bag. So right. the gold you have individually.
I don't see it on your sheet, so
add it on. Yeah.
You probably want to add that to your sheet, the old world coin.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway. So, as I was saying, Kaladin was the last scribe. I should add the new player to the game rotation. It looks like Robert, it would be your turn to scribe. If you are interested.
I'm interested.
Alright. So... Robert, you're the scribe for this week, and Cal, could you give us a recap of last time? Because someone wasn't here.
Absolutely, I can.
Just kidding, it's fine.
Sorry, everyone.
No, it's fine. It's once a month.
Yeah,
the battle,
we
we had started the session mid-battle, so the battle continues. We managed to finish off the Devastator, and Kaladin takes retreat back to Neil's healing aura. Neil takes the Warhorn from Kaladin and summons help from the Druids. The battle continues with the party taking massive damage but barely managing to take out the majority of the enemy forces with the help of the Druids. Kaladin manages to tie Orkard up using rope, which helps turn the tide. Nil gets dropped and Kaladin soon follows. Orcard bursts from his ropes and then offers Robert a duel, but then decides to offer a surrender, conceding victory and retreating with the few men he had left. We didn't get his lightning katana or his magical plate, but we got the dagger of Isaac, or Asiok, sorry, which is one of the 3 keys needed to get into the vault in Isaac. We were also promised all of the spoils that the Iron Tide had gathered, which we did collect. After splitting the gold from the treasure, we make plans to employ some of the slaves that were freed. We save Fedloid with a potion of restoration, and we take a long rest. We speak with Aara, the Drow assassin, or not technically Drow assassin. What's her race again?
He's drow. Oh no,
She's
deep
a
elf.
deep elf, yeah.
Deep elf, gotcha. The deep elf assassin. She wants to work for us and eventually get into the business of selling magic items. She offers us information on what really went down between Orcard and Blackwater. She tells us of a faction called the Blood Hand, which you guys may have already heard about before, but I personally had never heard of it since I started this campaign. And the leader of them is named Sithril. She tells us that the Blood Hand was responsible for stealing the necklace from Orcard and blaming it on Blackwater, turning the two against each other. We agree to employ Aara and investigate the Blood Hand, and that's where we left off.
Alright, thank you for that recap.
Very cool. How did
Yes.
we employ her?
She will be paid the same as this barbarian guy. What was his name?
Arthur.
Carter, yes. She will be paid as Carter, 5 gold per week, and she just wants to be part of something, I guess.
Oh, sweet.
Well,
yeah, she
you
wants to
guys
make money.
kind of drove away her last employer, so she's, looking to remain employed. Just for mechanic purposes, her camp ability is you can try to get her to kill someone. You can send the camp to assassinate someone. Right now, that's what she can do.
Okay.
So once a week, yeah, you can set your camp up to attempt to take out someone, basically. Obviously, there could be repercussions for that story-wise, but that's what she can do.
And Lou was explaining that once a week your camp can do some action, and we talked about it, and probably we will do a couple of weeks of leveling up Carter, like at least once, so he has a second attack, because we need to spend camp action to level up our NPCs.
Yeah, basically the camp concentrates on training someone, so they can take a week to give someone a level. Do I have... Okay, so your camp is training someone right now, I think we said, right?
Yeah, I think we want to train Carter.
Okay.
He's a little bit behind the party, so we need to catch him up.
Let me just make sure I have that.
And we were planning to be teleported to Char.
Yeah. So today is the 9th, so the next camp turn, I believe, would be on the 16th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's when you'll accomplish that goal. Just make note of that. Okay, alright, and the upkeep's 10, got it. Alright, so it is the 9th of fall at 8 a.m. Or actually, it's a little bit after, because we finished up the battle. So it's probably about 8:45 at this point. Did we rest?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We leveled
because
up.
we all leveled up.
Oh,
So we should be the morning.
wait. That's right. That's the next morning. That's why it's so early. So it's the morning after the battle. Got it. Okay. So it is. It is still 8
Big level
a.m.
up. Big level up.
Yeah, we had just leveled up. So actually, the next for the turn would be on the 15th, not the 16th. Okay. So what do you all want to do? Oh, and Cal Ruin. Can't just say Cal anymore because there's 2 Cals. Cal Ruin, I'll introduce your character when the group is at a point where we can do so. So yeah, then I'll just bring you in and we can get that going. But yeah, what do you all want to do? the next morning, you were feeling insightful from the events of the previous few days, as your actions have paid off.
I honestly think we should just say bye to druids, ask them to teleport us to Char, and kind of settle some things there. I think like sell a bunch of loot, meet with Shock. Yes, hire a little bit more people to be in our camp, and then investigate Bloodhand.
Yeah, just to remind, which we might want to do this at a later date, but they did let it say we could investigate the rest of the treasures in the caves here.
Yeah. They were looking for something, so there may be something else here for us to help with. And we can also help with the Shadow Hulk.
Yeah, so there are still some quests here, as a reminder. There's that ruin near the druids. At this point, because they kind of trust the group, they had offered you guys the chance to explore it, since you are... basically, you prove yourself to be pretty effective mercenaries. So if you wanted to look into that, they would allow you access. There's the Shadow Hulk, which is still kind of plaguing the underground, which sounds just like it would be a tough enemy to face. And there's some other uncovered ruins that are kind of shadowy and the druids have avoided, but again, they're kind of just allowing you to go places if you wish.
Maybe then what we could do, because I like the idea of finishing what Orchard started. Maybe we can ask druids to teleport our slaves to Char and give some kind of message to Shock, just to kind of talk to them and basically set the camp back, like refill. Like I want them to pass money to Shock, to pass people to Shock, that he can actually establish a normal camp, because it kind of disappeared when we didn't pay them.
Yeah.
So the camp is done somehow in parallel while we investigate.
Iara says I can go with them and try to find the Shock. I'm not sure how accepting Char will be of a deep elf, but I could always try.
You can tell them you are with Starry Knights, and you will be accepted.
I hope so. I have no way to prove it, but perhaps if you were to craft a missive, I could show to them, maybe with your sigil or something. I know people like to use wax to make seals and such. That could be something of use for
a little
this situation.
painting,
or a painting.
a green that people know its own.
Cutting up.
Yeah, you can't.
Like you see a Picasso. Sorry, I said I'll make a painting where it has to be Grinkles. Like, you see a Picasso, it's Picasso, right? Like,
That's true. I've never seen anybody paint quite like Grinkle.
Perhaps a
Exactly.
flattering picture of me standing with the group or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, or if you want just one by yourself.
And then
I mean,
Grinkle with instruction on the back.
whatever will prove my identity, but I can look for this Shock and try to get your camp gathered, and then perhaps bring them back through this druid portal.
And,
Perfect. I do a little thing.
And also, Rob says to her, then this painting is gonna cost much more when Grinkle dies.
She says, "Oh, well, that is true. Art usually sells for better once the artist is dead." She kind of gives you a look, Grinkle.
You may want to keep it.
Priceless.
I'll hold on to this.
Hey.
I can go with her if we don't fully trust her yet, Carter says. She gives him a little bit of a look.
Yeah, that might not be a terrible idea, actually.
Yeah, I think Carter needs to start his training, right?
Yeah, and you need to find this Shock fellow and the rest of your fighters and do some training with them.
Okay, fine. So I do another painting of Carter now. So that for fine.
Carter, they have seen Carter with us. I think he already joined us once.
Yeah, he was in
I'm
town.
already
for a
halfway,
bit.
man.
Well, actually, this is a good idea for him to come just to be a little bit of.
Well, we do have a little bit of errands to run. Like, are we just not going to give a update to Blackwater, or we will need to drop the silver off for the town?
Yeah, we could just go ourselves and then just come back, like last time, have the druid be ready to teleport us back at a certain time.
Oh.
But then we can just kind of give ourselves deadlines. Then we have like 1 day there, and then we have to go back, right?
Although we will be accosted again by the Bloodhound.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I think
Well-
it will be very hard for us to just drop by Char for 1 day and then leave.
Whatever you think is best, Carter says, but I'm happy to move more in secrecy along with Iara here, and maybe we can get what we need done without the problem of your presence being known.
Maybe we get back to talking with Blackwater and with Bloodhand when we actually get back after investigating the ruins.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Let's
But
do
we
it.
still
going.
want to get Fedloid to teleport them back, right? So they don't have to
Yes,
come back in 3
yeah.
days.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I'll speak to Fedloy, and have him bring me back with the rest of the camp once we hit tomorrow. We'll meet you here.
Mm-hmm.
Iara says, "All right, let's go," and Carter and Iara will head off to do that.
Okay.
What do you all want to do today?
So let's say what are our instructions, like to them, to Yara and to Carter.
So you stop them before they leave, and they say, yeah.
Well, we need to just figure out what exactly we want them to do. We want them to
All right.
meet Shock, find Shock somewhere, probably in the tavern where he always is.
That sounds bad. Is he
I think you got
okay?
a problem.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Right, Carter?
It's
He
fine.
says, I don't know what you're trying to say. What's wrong with me going to the tavern? I don't have a drinking problem.
Absolutely nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with having a good time.
First step.
Then we tell Shock that we have a bunch of people we saved, and ask him to actually employ them as part of our camp.
Would it be worth sending Carter back with the money then?
And yes, and then we also give them 4,000 silver for setting up the camp.
Alright.
4,000.
So we'll give Carter the 4,000.
Yes, Carter to give it to Shock, and for Shock to use it for kind of like as a capital, as initial investment to set up the camp and just get things rolling.
Alright, I see your camp has 55 gold right now. I think that's money you gave to Shock. So if you want to just put the 4,000 in your camp tab, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll remove it from
For the camp
Hold
tab, you don't have to distinguish between Old World and normal gold. Your camp will take Old World coin.
Okay. I'll just add it then.
Alright, so you give him a lot of money. I mean, Carter's not going to spend it all on drinks or anything.
He's reasonable.
He is a reasonable guy.
And he just got paid
Yeah,
himself.
but
He hasn't
even if
done
he
it.
takes 5 gold off the top for drinks, I mean, that's plenty to get you
Come on,
trash.
we paid him 80 gold recently from the he has money, so I don't
he's
think
doing
he.
good. Yeah.
7 magic missiles.
What?
Just rolled for magic missile on the wand.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you don't have to tell me. I trust you.
And this one and the last one, yeah, I'll get copper as well. Let's not carry so much copper.
Put it in the bag.
Yeah, I will just put. There are not very many copper pieces, but I'll just put them there as well. I think they're much more useful in the camp because they have a lot of like minor things they would like to pay for, and I think copper would be more beneficial for them, like that.
Okay, so we got stuff with them. Everything else we can hold for now.
Everything
Well,
else.
maybe should we, is it crazy to ask Shock to start like looking into the blood hand, or should we just wait?
I
Shock is
think-
currently concentrating on training.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what you're. He's
Never mind.
part of the camp, and that's what they're doing right now.
This we can go. This task we can give to Ayara.
Yeah, she's better suited for it too.
Yeah, and I think our task for her would be just to scout and figure out where they are, what they know, do they have an amulet. Don't kill anyone. Just try to find some information about Bloodhand and their current situation.
She says, it might be a little risky just because they've seen me with Orcard, and I don't think deep elves are common within Char. I was thinking more I should lay low for the time being. Unless you have some way of magically disguising my race.
Not.
No, but you can scout without being seen, right?
She says, I suppose at night I could try to get an idea of their basic numbers. I can,
Just do whatever you can without risking getting exposed. Like, don't take risks. Just try to find some information about them so that by the time we come back, we have something to work from.
Understood, she says. Yeah.
How many workers do we want to keep from our, like, do we want to employ everyone we saved? How many people did we save? I think we saved quite a bunch of slaves, right?
Yeah,
I'm not sure how many.
Well,
do we
that's
see?
if they want to work.
So the upkeep of a camp is 2 gold a week, and it has 20 guards and 20 laborers if you want a small camp. You can get a bigger camp, it's a little bit more expensive though.
But yeah, I think that's enough. I think we can just kind of employ everyone we saved to have this small camp for 2 golds a week. Yeah?
Alright, so you offer them all
bad.
a place if they want to work with you.
Yeah.
Correct.
Got it. Alright. They'll go home for now, and they'll make their decision, because a lot of them really want to go see their loved ones.
Yes.
And make sure they're still alive.
And maybe last thing, do we want to send some valuables for Shock to sell while we are here, or do we want to do it ourselves when we come back? I think we will do it
Let's
ourselves.
just do it when we
because I
get
think-
back. Yeah. Let's do it when we get
I
back.
think Brinko will be able to get a better deal.
Yeah, don't worry.
With what
You want me
trust.
there.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that is fine. I think we're set.
Let's start exploring.
Alright, Carter would say maybe before you guys get into anything, you should just take a day, let us do our thing, and come back and meet with you. This way we'll have the camp ready, and you'll have more of a supported position here in case something goes awry. So
Yeah,
maybe
that's
just
probably a good idea.
take a day, take it easy, and then do whatever you can do for relaxing here, and then we can come back with the camp, and we should be all ready to go.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. We can learn a little bit about druids and to see what's happening here. Yeah, all for it.
So the only thing I was going to ask, because I think I heard kind of 2 different things. Are you giving any of the gold to the town, or are you just keeping it for the camp?
I think we will give gold to the town, but when we get there
We'll do it
ourselves.
ourselves.
Okay. Got it.
Agree.
Because in Bag of Holding we have like 10,000 silver, and that's what we wanted to give to the town, I think.
Okay.
sounds
So they're going back. I was going to pass some time. Do you all have projects you can work on right now, or are you just taking it easy?
Not really.
All right. Well, if you have a project that would work for being, away from town, you can work on it today. Let me do a roll.
How long do you need to craft a healing potion? Would I
A
be
healing
able-
potion is a day. If you have herbalism, you can craft healing potions.
I do have I don't think there is herbalism anymore. There is. I have alchemist supply proficiency. I think that's what there is for. In the new
There's
edition.
no herbalist kit?
No, I don't think there is no. I think there is no herbalist kits anymore. Oh no, it is. Then maybe yeah. Okay, yeah. Then I do have that.
Yeah, the
Oh, I'm
herbalist
cheating,
kit
man.
is, from what I read, used for healing type potions. Alchemy is used for other types of potions.
Yeah, I do have it.
Make a different kind of potion, Rob.
Hmm.
Why not?
Oh, you said, well, if he has both proficiency, so you have proficiency in herbalist and alchemy, right?
I had. I have only proficiency in the healing stuff. I
The
just
healing,
called it
okay.
alchemy because I didn't. I'll call it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. If you have an herbalism kit, that's so
I love it.
you could make a
And
potion
I have
of
90. I have like 60 rare herbs and 19 nature components.
So, rare herbs can be used to make potions. Nature components can as well. You don't have to have components to make potions. Either are usable. Unlike
Okay.
many others where you do have to actually have components.
Was it 50?
It's 25 for a normal healing, and it takes a day.
Yeah, then I'll just craft a normal small healing potion.
Alright, so you spend your day brewing, as the term goes. I'm rolling to pass time, so just let me know if anyone else wants the camera for RP or is doing anything in particular.
I don't think so.
They don't happen to have brewer supplies here, do they? I have the proficiency, but not the tool.
What supplies?
Brewer's supplies for
Brewers.
making ale.
I mean, you could probably buy some from them. I'm sure they have.
I could make it for you for a day.
Well, he says he needs the. Did you say you need the tools, right? Or the
Yeah,
supplies?
yeah, the tools, because I have the proficiency. I just am not currently able to actually use them.
Sure. I'll say the druids could sell you some at book price if you want to buy them.
I could make it for you. The brewer supplies.
Oh, I mean, do you? This is something I might be using a lot. Do you want to waste your powerful magic on this, or?
It's a once a day. It's free. It's just this. Yeah. Like you can buy it if you really want it, but I can make it. But free.
That is tempting. I think I'll buy it just so when you're using that for something more important, then I'll still be able to brew ale for me and
Because yeah, this
Carter.
one does disappear after several hours, so it's not permanent.
Mid brew, that'd be so frustrating. You leave it and then it's just like pulls
All
the
your
countertop.
beer just goes all over the
'Cause
place. It's
Brinkle
like,
forgot to
"Oh."
reset it at the right time in the morning, so the
Fuck.
thing you've been brewing for 3
It
weeks
just- it
falls to the
disappears.
floor.
Yeah.
I do appreciate the
shit.
offer, though.
Lou, I got like playing cards. Can I go gamble with people?
Yeah, sure. If you want
The
to
druid? I'll do some
play
gambling.
some cards with the druids, it's fine.
Yeah, baby.
Anything else?
Can I get money?
I mean, it doesn't seem like the druids have much. Go ahead and do a, I guess a card game.
I'll trade for like a potion or something. I'll gamble.
Do a.
What do they got? Come on.
Do a check with your
persuasive.
games.
Does that mean I just click the playing card set?
Yeah, I think they use. What do they use? I want to say they use.
Which attribute?
I want to say it's charisma. It should say under the tool what it uses.
Oh.
Does it not say? Because I know they changed it in the new rules that the tools actually do have a specific thing they use. Alright. Yeah, so you spend the day gambling. You would make 41 silver pieces.
Yeah, baby.
These druids aren't the richest, but some of them do enjoy cards, so they just kind of hang out with you and play. The day is passing. We'll say it's about 5 p.m. So go ahead and put a day towards whatever projects you're working on. Day turns to evening. The druids are very happy about how things turned out, so they kind of spend the day speaking with you all and like playing cards and such. But other than that, it's a pretty quiet day. They tell you that the Iron Tide did indeed depart, so we should be safe.
Awesome.
The day is ending. No one is doing anything.
Do you know how much alcohol I'm able to make in a day?
So you started brewing, basically?
Yeah, after I bought the set.
So you basically, if you have the ingredients, did you say you did have the ingredients?
I don't think I have the ingredients. Is there any chance they have them?
Yeah. So,
Would major components do?
Some
I have
hops
some.
and stuff.
it wouldn't really be rare herbs because the stuff to make beer is less expensive. So what you can do is you can kind of buy beer, or you can buy like brewing ingredients basically in a measurement of like gold or silver or however much you want to, and basically you could brew it at half book cost, if that makes
Oh, cool.
sense.
Yeah.
So if like
Um,
you spend 10 gold on like reagents and like a barrel of beer is 10 gold, you could like it would only be 5 gold to make that much beer basically. So it's half
Okay.
price, same as crafting potions or anything else.
So how much does like ale cost? Let me look up.
I think it's in the items. There's like barrels of ale and stuff like that, kegs, wines, although I guess you can't brew wine, but that'd be a different thing. So let's say it is the next day, 10th of fall at 8 a.m. You awaken, you guys are kind of doing your morning routine, when a full camp of people show up in the cave. You see all your people are there. A lot of the slaves you rescued are now kind of armed up. Some of them look a lot healthier, a lot happier.
Yeah.
A bunch of new people as well that you figure, because not all the slaves came back. Some of them just wanted to stay in Char. But you also see another individual with them who looks more unique. What would you look like to them, Calrune?
A little bit disheveled, kind of downtrodden. Looking for basically another place to have a new start.
Any distinct markings or holy symbols or any type of symbols that would stand out, like on your cloak or staff or anything like that?
Oh, just a basic quarterstaff, although I do have a book hanging off of my waist.
Okay. So Shock would come up to the group. I'll say he gives Robert a firm handshake. Says, "It's good to see you again, my friends. I've heard good things."
Hey man, yes, we've been successful. Can't wait to go and tell the mayor and everyone. But for now, we decided to take a little bit of a breather and explore here a little bit. Good to have you, Shock.
Says, "Well, there have been whispers about what the group's done. I didn't tell anyone yet because I wasn't sure if you wanted the town to know, but there's definitely excitement that things might finally be going back to normal. So,
Yeah.
well
At least
done.
trade routes are gonna be safe now.
He says, so we have the camp, but I also have a new fellow who had heard of all of you and wanted to possibly join. He walks, or he kind of motions Calroon over, who will come over, looking a little disheveled as he says, and says, hey, name's Calroon. It's good to meet you all.
Oh,
Hello.
nice to meet you.
He says,
Hey, yeah.
heard a lot about the Starry Night. You guys, quite the talk of Char. I'm actually kind of a former Blackwater employee myself. You know, not the biggest fan of the man, but he did keep me working for a while.
Hmm. Yeah, well,
Not a big
sounds
fan
like
of
we're
it,
in
you
the
said.
same boat.
That's good to hear.
Says, oh
And,
really? I thought you guys were working with him. That's what the rumors are, anyway.
It's complicated.
You don't have to be a fan of someone you work with, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that's true. It's true.
We've all tried to kill each other once or twice.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Tried to kill each other?
Yeah.
we haven't,
we'll get into
we
it.
haven't done that.
He's looking a little bit suspicious. He says, well, whatever the case is, Calroon, a bit of an Arcanist, ex-Phoenix Guild, been kind of wandering around, doing things here and there. Been working for Blackwater for a bit, doing some exploration of nearby ruins. It's kind of hush-hush. I don't think anyone in town knows about it, but yeah, I got kind of fired recently for not getting Blackwater what he wanted. So yeah, I figured I'd try my hand at helping you all, since you seem to value magical knowledge and ability. At least
Yeah,
I
we
heard.
do value. We do value that, and skills like that are useful. But you said ex-Phoenix Guild? Were you fired from there as well?
Oh no, just kind of. Well, I haven't paid my dues in a while, and I'm not sure how my license is. It doesn't matter. It's you know, it's all
in the
above
past.
board and all. It's above board.
Okay, I see.
He says just.
So you have like no hard feelings. You're not like you're being hunted by Phoenix Guild.
Oh,
You're
no.
not a refugee or something.
This is
No.
this is Gabriel's character, right? Or
Yes.
is this a new guy? Okay.
He says, not being hunted by anyone. Don't worry, I'm not bringing any trouble into your group. Just looking for some work, looking for my next gig. And I heard you guys have an Arcanist with you already. He kind of motions over to Grinkle. So I thought maybe you want another.
What'd you hear?
Wait, what?
What'd you hear about him?
About you?
Arcanist. Yeah.
Just magic paint, and you're just doing crazy stuff with your, I don't know, some kind of pictures and various stuff.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Good to have you aboard.
All right. Are you good taking over, Calroon? Do you have an idea?
Yes, I do, and I'm fine with taking over.
All right.
Nice.
So the one thing he will say, I'll say before you take control, is he says, so what's this about wanting to kill Blackwater?
Nah, it's just exaggerating.
Yeah, Grinkle, loose lips. He likes to sort of just throw things in here or there that basically you could mostly ignore most of the time.
Loose lips.
Shocks as well. Yeah, it's good for you all to finally meet, and hopefully, you want Cal to stay with us for a bit. I figured you might need him if you're still working on stuff over here.
Yeah,
Hell
Wizard
yeah.
would be very valuable, actually. I can see a lot of good find, Shock. Good find, very good find.
We actually had one magic user with us, but she parted ways and it didn't work out. Yeah, it is a very useful position to be filled, and we'd love to have you with us. Do you have what it takes to be a Starry Knight? And usually it takes disregard for comfort and personal safety.
Yep.
Oh, it's nothing I haven't done before.
Perfect.
Well,
Welcome aboard.
if you're no stranger to getting occasionally damaged by weird creatures, welcome on board.
Thank you for having me. Be looking forward to our continued partnership.
So,
Good
question.
to have you here. We're about to head into some ruins. You know anything about what's going on around here?
Yeah, potentially magical, actually. Maybe actually your
Yeah.
more set of expertise.
I do have some ideas on ruins. I have been studying them recently. What ruins in particular do you plan on going forward and looking into?
Ooh, we're not really sure. We just know that they're ancient, magical, from an age-long past. They're here underground.
The blood, the Iron Tide, the group of hobgoblins whom we successfully defeated, they were studying it themselves, and we kind of chased them away in the middle of it, so they didn't finish. But there obviously was something there, and we're quite interested in what they were looking for. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we're planning to do.
Not
Tavi
quite the
would
tale.
say.
I'd like to hear about it one day, but
Tavi would say the names of the ruins, I believe, are called the Alcavian Labs, from what my people had deciphered from some of the writings in Dwarven. Do you have history, Calrune? Like history proficiency?
yes, I do.
So you might know something,
Nice.
and anyone with history proficiency might know something with a history check. DC 15. Okay. So you indeed have heard of the Alcavian Labs. It is a ruin from the Tharian Empire, similar to the ruins you've been studying, as were also Alcavian ruins. It's the previous empire, the 12th cycle, basically a huge dwarven empire that existed on this continent. The Alcavian Labs is a magical laboratory facility that many of their rune master wizards or arcanists use to basically do research, magical research. You knew it was around this area somewhere, but you might be a little excited to know that there is a proper location that these people know about.
Well,
Oh, and just FYI, I think this group had said that they are like assuming that everything like people know of that you tell the group. So I'm usually just assuming you're telling the group the stuff you know, unless you say you don't want to.
okay.
Yeah. So I'm basically assume that you tell them all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So magical rune magic or whatever. I think we ran into some of those. Ran into some rune traps actually. So that would make sense. Well,
Those things are nasty. Those things are painful.
Extremely nasty.
Yeah, big
But
time.
if you are, interested, and you know stuff about that, that actually works out perfectly. You might be able to help us investigate it.
I'd love to go along with you and take a look at this magical laboratory and see what information I can glean off of what we find.
Beautiful.
Alrighty then.
Glad to see what you can do. Let's get going.
It's actually quite lucky from our side to have someone like you when we go to a place like that.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Your knowledge may be very useful.
All right.
So how
So,
far is it? How far is it?
wait, who are you asking?
Just anyone. Like is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
ask about Lloyd.
Is it like a couple of days away, or is it just like in the next cave here? Like what are we talking about?
So, Tavi, I think, is the only druid with you right now in your camp. She would say, it's. Well, I think you all were down in the cave where you encountered me for the first time.
Yes.
It's in that area. It's just kind of past a caved in section, though there's another way around using the dig spell. So I can get us in there once you're ready to go. You just would have to take me with you.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So that's what it was. I think we saw this cave in, and we just decided to not go there and follow a different path because we had different objectives. But that's what you're talking about. It's actually quite near then. I think honestly, I'm ready to go right away.
Yeah, me too. I've
let's
got
get
all my
going. Let's begin.
business finished.
All right, so you would have to take Tavi and you can have up to 2 background NPCs with the group. Right now, Carter is one of them, so I assume you're taking Tavi as the second.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, having an NPC in the background with you does expose them to some danger. So, just keep that in mind. In general.
Okay. And Tavi is all very squishy, right? So she's second level.
Yeah, she's only level 2 right now.
And just let her just be our companion, like dig spell and maybe a little bit of healing, but not get her involved.
All right, so you are traveling to that cave. Give me a moment. Okay. So she says, there's no reason for us to go through the cave unless you all want to. I think there is there are some items of interest in there that you might want to claim. I'm not sure if you were able to seek them all out. There's old relics that we were sort of defending, but I don't think the druids will mind if you take them, being that you're our friends. You would just have to contend with those ruins and figure out a way past them. Because from what I remember, you all did not get very far into that cave, right?
No.
We found like 2 ruins, and that was about it.
She says, well, do you want to explore that cave some more, or shall we just bypass it and go right into where the labs are?
What do you guys think? Do you want to...
How different are we right now in getting around those runes? Because that was our main concern. If things didn't change, we might as well skip it, because we are not able to dispel every one of them, right?
Did someone not mention something about some sort of ritual being able to drain the magic from them?
That was if you were a rogue. If you were a rogue with, what's it called? Ritual casting.
No, I think Duel gave that to us when we made a deal.
Oh, did you, okay, so you got that ritual from him.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think that may have gone with what's that name?
Oh, your wizard.
Yeah.
Well, if you if you traded with him for the ritual, it would have been available to the whole party.
Okay.
So I assume it wasn't just her who took it.
We could share that with Calrune.
Yeah, actually, then.
And he might be able to perhaps use that to bypass the runes.
Yeah, so if you have that ritual, which I do kind of remember that trade, then you would be able to use it instead of a dispel magic. It would just cost you components.
And
Okay,
how
gotcha.
many was it? Just like the scale of
Let's
which?
see. I have to look it up. If you don't have that.
I think we should have enough of different components.
It probably takes arcane specifically.
It would take. Give me a sec. Let me just make sure. Alright, so it would depend on. It is arcane, yeah, because it's an arcane ritual. It would depend on the strength of the rune. Basically, it's 50 gold pieces, or 50 maho of components per level of the rune that you're dispelling.
Gotcha. Do we have a lot of arcane components?
Yeah,
I think Robert-
what's a lot?
Uh,
We have
well, how many do
180
you have?
arcane components, and then
So
what
it's
about
like 3
FNC?
levels, 3 spell levels.
I have none.
So
Yeah, I have it
lower
all.
level
180.
lower level runes are cheaper than more expensive ones, so it really depends on each rune that you're dispelling, what level it is.
Well, we'll see how far we can get with just those components, and perhaps some of the runes we can dig around, right, Tabby?
She says yes, and Cal rune, is it?
Yes, it is. How can I help?
She says, do you have Dispel Magic, the spell?
Do not have dispel magic. The only thing I have that's related to that would be counterspell, but as for dispel magic, I do not have that in my.
She nods and
book.
says, that would be another way to get past them, using Dispel. But yeah, if we don't have that, then we'd have to use the ritual. Alright, so
What are the ways of obtaining arcane components if we don't have enough?
So you could use alchemy to transform. Like basically, it would take an hour, and you would have to use essence, and you could sacrifice arcane essences, basically at a cost of like 1/2. So 50 of an arcane essence would make 25 components, and so on and so forth. So if you have any essences you want to kill to make components, you could do it that way.
Yeah, we have a bit of Umberhalt, but those are very.
That's nature.
Very, yeah. Those.
Essence, we got Ankeg, a bunch
That's
of Ankeg
nature.
essence too.
So undead are
Like-
generally religious, like natural beasts like ankegs or nature, and things like like constructs, demons, those sorts of things make arcane.
Okay, but then probably between rituals and Tavi's ability to sometimes dig around those runes, because she has proven that she can do that as well. We probably can give it a go.
She says, I might be able to get around some of the ruins, but the dirt floor only allows for so much digging in certain places. I'll see what I can do, though.
Yeah,
Alright.
should try it.
So you are entering the cave, then, with a plan to maybe get some stuff. She says, oh, I should mention, there is a guardian in one of the areas, who also is protecting some ancient treasures, but he's probably much more dangerous. And remind
Guardian,
me,
you say?
she says, some sort of
Like
old dwarven construct. It is made of stone and clay, and it defends one of the areas. We've mostly stayed away from it.
So it cannot be reasoned with even by you, right?
No, it serves the old rune masters, and it will just attack anyone who gets close.
Understood.
Alright, so does anyone want to have a light source? Go ahead and mark yourselves accordingly, if you have a torch or a light spell or something that you're spending.
I'm assuming Nil has.
I can hold
light
a
spell?
I can hold a lamp unless.
Well, I don't know if I switched over yet.
I can hold the lantern or lamp.
Is your new character ready?
I think so. Yeah, but I could. The old one is still leveled up and all ready to go. But I think I have moved everything across.
Well, if the new one's
I
ready,
know
we
as a
can...
dwarf.
Go ahead.
I know as a dwarf, I have 120 feet of dark vision, so I can see.
And you can see on your token, right? Or wait, can you not?
No.
Why didn't it save that? Alright, well, I'll do that now. Are dwarves 120 now?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. How about now?
I can see.
Alright. That should be just a check. You know what? Let's keep Nil how he is for now. We'll figure out a place to do the switch, because I think I still have to make your token and everything, and I don't want to get too...
Crinkle, maybe you carry the lantern as usual?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. I would have casted aid as well, by the way, at 3rd level.
Okay, very good. Thank
Alright,
you.
so just mark that on extended effects, so we
Yeah.
know when that goes away. And you
Aid at
each
third
get
level? How
10
much is
extra HP.
That's very cool. How many people? Is it not limited number of people?
It's 3.
So who gets it?
Me, you, Robert.
So you guys would each get 10 extra.
Awesome.
And who has the lamp? Or the...
Crinkle.
Crinkle? Okay.
Grinkle will hold it.
So
I
mark
can't
yourself
see in the
as
note.
a light source. And that's a lantern or a torch?
Lantern.
Okay.
Again, it still says a lamp on my thing, and it still is. You guys still don't believe in me? Or something?
Alright, so there you go. So you
Got it.
should be all set.
My lamp.
Tabby says, we don't have to worry about the ankegs in the area. The only thing that should be an issue for us is the golem.
Alright.
And
Well,
there's
Calroon, a quick update about our party. So we discovered this with our good friend Robert here in battle. I just let you know, you can't be within 5 feet of Robert, or he'll hit you when you walk away from him.
He has a cursed blade.
Yeah.
I would never do such a thing, guys.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
imagine this
wouldn't-
is to the side.
I
Is it
like I
casted to
rubbed my
caster?
arm where you cut me. Yeah, he would never.
Yeah, Calroon, that
Please
is
keep my distance.
yeah. That's probably a good idea.
Yes, we're working on the cursed sword.
Carter says, at least in the throes of battle, otherwise he seems fine.
Nil, would you like to help me lead the way with your light source? Or sorry, Grinkle. My bad.
Yeah, I'll go.
I meant Grinkle.
Alright, so you go down the familiar...
Forward.
Sorry, what?
I was going
Before
to
we
say,
go-
while we're walking forward, I'm going to take a bonus action, basically stone cutting. I'm also going to have 60 feet of tremor sense.
Nice.
Go ahead
might wanna
and
link
that. Oh, okay, there it is. Alright, so you get that for 10 minutes. Okay, so you are feeling the vibrations as you walk. Spending 1 use of your stone cutting. Go ahead. At least for the next 10 minutes. Which I will say, it's probably about 9:30 right now. Make that the start time for your aid spell as well.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. 9.
And we can just walk across the edges of these pits, correct?
Yes,
But
now
do
that
we-
you know they're there.
To be clear, let's slow down, guys. Slow down. We'll wait for everyone, and we're looking to fight this golem right now. All right, like that's what we're trying to do.
We're looking actually for some treasures and relics that are here, and the golem is just a consequence. Like
I will
if we...
say, if there's a golem somewhere, there's a good chance that it's guarding some treasure.
Yeah, probably. But I don't think it's the only treasure that was here. Tavi?
says, no,
Only
it's
some treasure is guarded by this golem, or is everything that you know of guarded by this golem?
no, there are these strange boxes of obsidian that are all over this cave. Someone hid them here before my people came to this place. The golem is guarding the largest stash, but there are others that we basically left alone.
Well, we've already been through this section. I believe we cleared this one and this one. Is that correct?
I think you only opened one of them.
This one. We opened the one here.
Yeah.
If you remember, we grabbed it with a rope and just dragged it out and opened it. The one here.
With a mage hand, right?
Yeah, I think we used mage
I had
hand
mage hand.
to tie a rope to a chest, and then we dragged it out of the room.
Yeah.
But I think this was this one here, the western one.
Okay, so we would still need to enter this place right here.
Yeah, and probably this one as well.
And so when I step forward, does the runes light up like last time?
Which way?
This way right here.
Yeah, so when you get to this area, as you step between them, where you knew they would once again light up. Brimming with
Okay.
arcane energy. And I'll say, Calroon, you might know something with a Arcana or History. History being a little bit easier to know something than Arcana, but they'll both tell you different things. Okay, give me an Arcana check as well, because I'm pretty sure you have it. So
He's the one who built them. He knows everything.
yeah, you're somewhat familiar with the Rune Master history. They were basically the premier wizard guild of the Therian Empire. These sort of runes are fairly common, put down to protect places that they didn't want. Basically, they didn't want people to enter. Am I getting some background noise from someone? Thought I heard something, but anyway, usually there are specific ways you can bypass them without actually dispelling them. Like certain people with certain sigils or certain permissions can get past them and just they won't blow up on those people, but other people would be in danger. Like you think a lot of these won't trigger for things like animals, for example, because obviously like something could just walk past and they'd blow up, which would waste them.
Or maybe dwarves.
I think
So
you're
you're
echoing
saying,
a little, Gabriel. I see you lighting up while I'm talking. I don't know. Does anyone else hear it, or is it just me?
No, I didn't. It was fine for me.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't.
I kept hearing echoing while I was talking.
Going crazy, Lou.
So I'm assuming Calroon, like you said, told us as he was like as he was recalling the information. So I'm saying like possibly like a ring or something might be able to make you pass a certain item that you're wearing might be able to make you pass these safely.
Is it possible?
I'd
Is
be
it
asking
possible?
Calroon, but does he know that with the check?
Oh, yeah. So, for example, depending on the permission of the ruin, certain insignia rings might allow passage.
Is it even possible? Is it even possible to know what is exactly the key by looking at the runes, or it is like its information is not there anymore?
Cal, this would be more Arcana specific if you want to make another check. Calroon, 15. You don't remember the exact details of how you would tell, but you do think there is a way to tell if an insignia ring is protecting you or not.
Well, I was recalling, weren't we in a similar, like, that last little rune that we went to,
Yeah, with the death
Irontide?
lock.
I got this ring, this platinum ring, from the library, but we never really found out what it did, right?
You have the session number for that?
I have it in parentheses. Session 11, parentheses, library.
Alright, let me go take a look. What you're talking about.
But then it allowed you to open the books, I believe. But
You don't think it'll have any effect on these?
Yeah, I
Well,
think
it's a
we
different-
never figured out what this ring did. It's true.
No, I think Nil just said it. It allowed you to take books out. It was sort of like a librarian ring.
Okay.
So
Okay,
you're not sure if
then
that's
that would-
related to this place.
Probably not. That was just wishful thinking. Second option is Tavi. Do you think you could help us get around these specific runes?
He says there's not much room for digging here. This one we would have to deal with.
Okay, and we'd have to take care of both of these, correct?
She says okay, so I can get us to the other side of these runes, but we'd just have to come at this from a different angle.
Oh, well, I think that would be worth it, right, guys?
Meaning that she can help us so that we have to deal with only one of them?
Well,
I
she
think
says
we just need to approach it
there's
from, like, this side.
there's a way I can get to the other side of the cave, but there are also runes over there. I mean, we could take a look and see if that will help us.
Okay.
Yeah, but let's do that, because if we can, we need to try to save our components or health.
She says,
Yeah, true.
there's this one here as well. I think there might be something down that way. But yeah, I couldn't get us past that one.
Since this one's only one, it might be worth taking out
Let's
with
try.
the ritual. Calrune, I think this is more your specialty. So
Okay.
we would give him the components that he needs.
How much do I give him?
Uh,
Take it off my sheet.
So, you
I'll just remove how much I.
You study the rune. This one is a fairly weak one. You think you could get rid of it with 10 minutes and 50 maho of components with the ritual they gave you.
I hand you 50 Majo.
My Joe. My Joe.
Yeah, we got 130 mayonnaise left.
I begin the ritual to disarm the room.
Alright, so Calrune kind of steps up, putting down the maho on the ground, the components, drawing little circles there as his hands begin to glow, along with his eyes. And after 10 minutes, the rune will crack, and you feel a surge of energy, Calrune. You would gain an extra first level spell slot, which you can basically just hold and use at your leisure. So basically you have one extra first level spell slot. Not to your total, but like basically like what's your max now? 4?
Yeah.
So you would have basically just a 5th one that you could use, and once you use it, it would be gone.
Like temporary hit points, temporary spell slots.
Yeah. So you feel a little bit of a surge of magic going through you. It's a bit invigorating. I don't think you've you probably haven't encountered an effect like this before. This is a tribute to the power of the Therian wizards.
Well, would you look at that? Having a wizard on hand is already coming in handy. Good job,
Yeah.
Calrune.
And you all would actually kind of notice a bit of a glow around his hand now.
Cool.
Nice. And judging by the fact that the rune is cracked, it's disabled for good, right? It's not temporarily disabled. It looks broken. Nice.
Yeah, Cal.
Sure, I think it's not for good.
Or sorry, go ahead. What did you say?
I was saying I'm pretty sure that rune it's gone for good now. Pretty sure.
Yeah, you are indeed. You think you've sucked the magical energy out of it, so it won't regenerate.
Oh. Good work.
All right, Grinkle, could you lead the way with your leading light?
First.
Thank you.
All right,
Alright.
everyone,
All right,
hold
just don't
up
go
a
too
moment.
fast, guys, because if another rune appears.
I'm gonna roll for something. So Nil,
I just
are you actually back there?
I was. Yeah. That's.
So you're
I'm
waiting behind a
moving
bit.
slow. Yeah, I'm not fast enough to dodge explosions. Is what
All right, so
the actual
Cal,
thing.
What do you mean?
do you have survival?
do I have survival? No.
Okay. You would notice that the floor over here looks a bit strange.
I say, hold up, everybody, and I, put my hand up in a halting motion.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, and
Do you remember those,
unfortunately, sorry, really quick. Unfortunately, Calroon, that ritual, that because it took 10 minutes, your tremor sense would be gone at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to re-up it or something. But, alright, go ahead.
I was just going to say, remember those sinkholes that we encountered earlier? Last time we came through here?
Yeah.
I have a feeling there's one right in front of us. Do you see right there? And I'll point it out. The ground looks a little bit strange right there. I'm wondering if it's another sinkhole.
Can I check with survival?
Sure. So, looking at what he pointed out, give me a survival check.
I help them like with advantage or something.
You could help him and make a wisdom roll.
Sure. I'm super wisdomous.
Wisdomous.
Very wise.
Fully wizened. Alright. So, yeah, Robert and Grinkle are kind of examining the ground, and you indeed think it might be a little bit unstable. This could be a sinkhole.
Okay, guys, just hug the wall. I know that.
Do I just like use a magic hand and activate it or something?
Sure. Do you want to push on it?
Mage hand? Yeah, here I'll back up. I got mage hand cantrip. I'll just push it down so it activates.
So the mage hand
Dude,
pushes
maybe there's
on the
something in it.
floor,
Yeah.
and indeed an area falls down.
All right.
All right.
I'll
Well,
keep
we're gonna have to
Cal-
be.
keep looking.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
slower.
I would like to be extra careful to look for similar pitfalls.
Oh yeah,
as
you
we
guys are.
continue.
I assume you're all keeping an eye out as you move.
Okay, hold on. Is that a chest?
Yes. So at the
Yes,
end
that's
of
another
this,
one of those
Should we do the same maneuver? Do it.
I don't think the runes. Well, we'll see the runes if we approach, but we
Okay.
used a rope last time to bypass the actual runes.
Right,
but
right,
For
right.
this one, I think we
Right.
bypassed
For
it.
now, I don't see a reason to do that.
How's
Yeah.
it look? Is it looking safe?
I'm just slowly creeping.
Okay.
so
All
as
right,
you are,
as I get close to it,
well, as you get closer to this chest, you start to feel some vibrations in the floor.
I'll tell everybody. Watch out. There might be wild onkegs.
Tavi says, "Oh no, I mean the ankegs might be moving around in the area, but I mean they're not going to attack us. We should be fine."
Feels like a little bit like a magical vibration to me, actually, Cal.
Magical?
Hmm.
It feels unnatural.
You want me to use the detect magic? You want me to detect
Uh,
it? We got a whole bunch with Nil and myself.
Let's just do the rope trick. I'll take out the rope. I'll
Okay, mage.
step away. I'll make a loop. I'll throw it and I'll ask Grinkle, can you just use your mage hand
Yeah.
to wrap the rope around the chest while we are away?
Do that.
And and I just start pulling the chest away from the place that vibrates.
All right. Well, you still would feel some vibrations even as you back away from the chest. But you can wrap a rope around it. That's fine. I'll say Kaladin, with your passive perception and nil, I guess you both have 16. You think that whatever the vibration is, it is getting closer.
Where does it seem like it's originating from? Is that possible to tell?
Somewhere to the south of you.
It's not the chest, guys. It's something different. It's getting closer.
Let's
Feels
prepare.
like something
And
over
let's
here.
not let's disperse. Let's not get. Let's not stand in one place, guys.
Tabby, are you sure there's not anything else in these caves that could possibly be
Got
digging?
bullets.
She looks a little worried. She says, "I mean, there's the Umber Hulks. I thought we took care of the nest, though. What else could it be? There are other predators that dig around. It might be something."
Guys, while we are discussing this, don't stand in one place. I'll step here and just, guys, disperse in case something emerges, so we don't all fall.
Alright, so the shaking would stop. And you don't feel anything at the moment.
Was there anything in particular we were doing? Like, was the shaking happening when the chest was moving, or when we were actively tying up the chest? Was the shaking somehow connected to what we were doing with the chest?
It seemed just as you started approaching it, but you're not sure if that was related. But yeah, as you were kind of getting closer to the chest, that's when you started feeling the shaking.
So now we are, like, the rope is still tied to the chest. Let's do experiment. Let's try pulling it, and let's see if the shaking repeats.
Okay. So you start pulling the rope. And the chest moves, no issue. It's dragging along the floor. So you're pulling it towards you.
Yeah, so we will just slowly back away and trying to pull it away.
Hang on a sec. As you move to back up, something suddenly emerges from the ground, taking you a bit by surprise.
Oh God.
Whoa.
Give me initiative rolls. Tavi shrieks, "Bakabule!"
Oh my God, that's a bully? It's a weird bully.
Yeah, that's definitely
everywhere.
That's definitely a belay for sure.
Alright, so he kind of has, let's see.
It's not 20, no.
I'm gonna say he would have surprise on you guys, kind of. So
Then it means a disadvantage on initiative, right?
yeah, so that'd just be disadvantage on initiative. It's likely he's gonna act first because he just suddenly popped out of the ground.
13.
Oh, I already rolled it 6.1. That's easy.
Alright,
Abby, can you also turn into this?
she's just like, ah! Alright, so you have Carter as well. Oh, he would be a full rest.
Do your circle on, Rob.
Oh yeah.
Never mind.
That's some. It's just
Your baby carriage. You know, your boundary.
Did you roll with disadvantage, Grinkle?
23 and then a 21.
Oh wow, well done.
Yeah, I'm cooked.
So, Grinkle somehow acts first. As this thing pops out of the ground
Wow.
about to bite Robert, you would get
Don't
to go
know how.
first. What do you want to do?
Okay, I wasn't expecting this, so just give me a second.
What the hell? No, too late. You're surprised. No, just kidding. What are you doing?
You guys think it's got good wisdom?
I don't think so.
Probably
I think
not.
so either. Should we just hit it with one of these? Let's just try this. Let's just hideous laughter it. Why not?
All right.
Pops up. Let's try to knock it down.
So just as it is about to bite at Robert, you cast a quick hideous laughter, spending a first little spell, and that is going to be a
What's it called again? Let me look up. What's it called again? This thing?
boule. Look up what?
Nothing. Hold on. Oh,
You're
never
not
mind.
supposed to be looking up monsters.
No, I was trying to look up a pun, but I couldn't find one in time.
Oh, gotcha.
For the mockery advice, say, hey, you think you scare us? You're not scary. You should smell Rob.
I feel like I
and
should
then-
give you disadvantage for that joke.
No.
That's a head scratcher.
It affects everyone differently. If you were a big scary monster, you'd be.
Is this
you'd
thing
be,
on? Hello?
You feel monster.
All right. Well, luckily, even though your joke is kind of iffy, that would affect him, and he would begin to laugh. Or wait, actually, I just read something about your spell. He is not smart enough to be affected by the spell. The boule is below 4 intelligence, so it does nothing to him. Sorry.
Okay.
So the spell would fail, which means you would lose the action but keep the spell slot.
Oh, okay. Here, let me.
Anything else you want?
Bad. Yeah. We'll just we'll give Rob. I don't know. You must be just too smart for my joke. Here you go. I give you some bardic.
Well, wait, how does it work that he keeps the spell slot? Is it something in new edition?
From it. Well, I mean, I don't think it says anything in Raw specifically about losing a
No,
spell
but that's
slot.
cool. That's great.
That's kind of
Okay,
my
good.
own rule. Like, if a spell fails, then like basically you just couldn't use the magic, so you just try to use it, but
Okay.
nothing happens.
Okay, understood. So if you tried to charm a golem or something like that, okay.
Yeah, like you try to channel the energy, but it just fails, so the magic
well,
isn't used. Alright, so the boule does a snap at advantage 24.
Actually, no, I will go here.
I believe will hit you.
Yep.
So you are
Me?
bitten
Why advantage?
because it just popped out of the ground. You didn't see it before the attack. So you're hit for 26 piercing. Shot.
Ouch.
It bites into you. It is then going to be kind of surprised you didn't just die from that, as you kind of get your armor dented a little and knock it back, and it is going to submerge, giving you an opportunity attack.
God damn it! That was the time when I got rid of Sentinel.
I told you, it's really good sometimes.
It never is, except when I don't have it.
Except when you don't have it.
Okay.
Alright, so you slash 19 would indeed strike this thing.
20 actually, because this is +3 on opportunity attack.
Oh, right, yeah. So 10 or 15 slashing.
16 because it's +3.
Okay. So you slash at the creature as it submerges, giving it 1 level of wound. Though unfortunately, it will then vanish into the dirt. That is it for Grinkle, or the Boule's turn. Robert, you feel the tremors as it is digging around underneath you.
Can I get a feeling for in which direction it moves?
What's your passive perception?
15?
15. You think it is moving north-ish around you.
I will move towards here and ready an attack for when it emerges.
Okay. So you are looking around, trying to see where it's going to come at you next. That's it for Robert. Kaladin.
Was I able to sort of sense it as well?
Yeah, so you kind of feel it moving as well. You think it's somewhere in this area.
Okay. So at the start of my turn, I'll activate my elemental attunement.
Alright, so describe what that looks like for our new person.
So I start basically doing these motions with my hands, and then all of a sudden these from my shoulder down, I summon this water, which completely surrounds my arms and forms these like water tentacles that have like this really long reach, essentially, around my character.
Alright. So that was your bonus action, I think.
It's no action, just at
no
the start
action.
of my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, luckily for me. But I will stand here and hold an action to attack.
Alright, so you ready an attack, ending your turn. Calroon.
Okay, I'm going to activate Stone Cunning again, which is going to give me Tremor Sense, so I'm assuming I'm going to know where it's going to pop up at.
Alright, yeah, with Tremor Sense, you know exactly where it is.
Cool. And then my bonus action. For my action, I am going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, so that will last 8 hours if you want to put it in the extended effects. Oh, I don't know if you have access to the Starry Night sheet. I'll give it to you later, though. Alright, so you cast Mage Armor, which will stay around for a bit. Anything else?
You're sort of sounding muffled.
Yeah, you cut out there.
Spell. For where it pops up at?
Well, Mage Armor was an action, so...
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to ready at this point. Okay, so any bonus action, or are you done?
Bonus action was Tremor Sense.
Right, alright, so then he'd pretty much be done, unless he's going to move. So Carter readies his axe, rushing over. I assume Calroon's kind of pointing out the area. And says, let's get him. Readying a swing. Nil, what are you going to do?
Oh, really? Over there. Those are just start walking over and ready an attack if it gets close to me, I guess.
Okay, so you are as well ready. Top of the round, Grinkle. Round 2. What do you want to do?
We can see it now, or we just know it's coming out?
No,
there?
you just know where Calroon is kind of pointing it out. But it is still under the dirt.
We will. What should do right now? I guess we'll also just ready something here, so we'll get a little more out of the way. We'll just ready a shot. Everyone's ready and stuff. We'll just ready a shot, crossbow shot at this guy.
Okay, so you train your crossbow looking for a target. The boule will suddenly burst forth from the ground, trying to leap into the air, giving Kaladin an opportunity attack. And also, you guys can use your reactions to attack as well.
Okay.
So Robert would strike it with a 23, doing 14 slashing.
15 if it's opportunity attack.
Or 15.
No, it's not. It's a ready action. Then 14, yes.
Oh yeah, it is a ready action.
17.
17 is its AC, so that would strike,
Nice.
hitting it for 9. And Cal, I think you got a 19, so that would strike as well.
Yep. And
Nice work, guys.
this should trigger my Ooh, I can reroll ones.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
Your dude is going to swing as well. Your NPC, which he will hit for 12.
And this should trigger my grapple, right?
Yes.
Should it be only with the attack? Like, should it?
Well,
Is
because I
grappler
readied the attack action.
is a ready an attack? Is a ready attack action part of an
It-
action?
It says when you hit with an attack as a part of the attack action.
Oh,
And I
so
readied
yeah,
the attack action.
this
Does that
wouldn't. This I don't think this is the attack action because it is an attack, but it's not like it's a reaction attack. It's a little different, I believe.
Okay, so no grapple.
Yeah, like I don't think you grapple on opportunity attacks. I think it has to be part of your main attack.
Yeah, I mean, I know I can't on opportunity attacks. I was just wondering, since I readied the attack action, if that would count as a attack action.
Because usually the attack action also gives you multiple attacks if you have extra attack. That's my only the weirdness here is like
I think it's fair. I think with things like this, it's more of an opportunity attack than an attack, I think.
But then
I would be happy if it works, because then it would work for me as well.
I'll just take the 7 damage.
let me do some really quick research. Let's see what the internet has to say about this. Alright, so it's saying that with the feet you can, a lot of people are saying. I know you can't normally do a grapple attempt as part of an attack. Okay, so... Okay, so yeah, I think you're good. You can attempt once per turn to grapple with this.
But then it would work for me as well, because I have a similar ability with my shield bash. Like, it's identical, basically.
That's actually pretty cool. As a part of the attack action.
It's the same warning.
Okay. Okay, so do you want to try to push it or knock it prone?
Knock it prone.
And as far as my grapple, it's either strength or dex, whichever one he's better at.
Alright.
Yes.
So
And,
it's
for
gonna
me,
make...
the DC would be 15.
Okay. So... And what's your DC, Cal?
15.
15.
Strength or dex.
Alright, so unfortunately it is very strong, and it would resist both of those. But how much damage do you deal to it, Cal, with your whip?
7. I just whip
7.
it. Kind of hit it for 7 damage.
Alright, so that will knock it into 2 levels of wound, as it's starting to look a little beat up. But it does leap into the air, coming crashing down on you two. I would need Dex or Strength saving throws, your choice. DC 16.
Would it be Dex save to avoid or Dex save for half?
This I don't. You're trying to avoid it, but you think it would still damage you.
The thing is that if you look at I just have with Shield Master, any Dex that is Dex for half while wielding a shield, I can take no damage. So sometimes it's actually better for me to try to use Dex
Yeah, so
but you don't
then-
have a reaction at the moment, though.
Ah, yeah, I do not have a reaction. You're right. I'll just then save. Yeah, you're right.
Alright, so you would just make it. Oh, I have to roll for Carter. Carter's like, what the hell?
Poor guy. He's gonna have to bear out.
So he'll use strength. Oh, he's gonna fail. So Carter is smashed underneath it, knocked prone for 28 damage. And you would take half, so you take 14, Robert. As you manage to avoid it, and you must move to an adjacent square to avoid being knocked prone.
Is it bludgeoning?
It's bludgeoning and slashing. It's 7 bludgeoning, 7 slashing. Half on both.
Wait a second. Half on both? I wonder how it works.
So you took basically you took 14 damage because it was halved.
Okay.
And yeah.
I'm just wondering how it works with heavy armor mastery. Do I reduce each type or just once? Let me think.
Well, you can link it. Do you have resistance to both
that's fine.
types?
It's not resistance, it's just...
Reduction.
So it's 2.
It says by that attack as in singular attack, so...
Yeah, so it's 1 attack, so I just say it's 1 reduction.
Okay.
Because it's not like resistance where it's for the source.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so where are you moving? Over there? Got it. Alright, so the boule... Sorry?
I think that's the only reasonable place where I could not be moved into a wall anyway, right?
Yeah. So the boule roars as it digs down again. And that's it for the boule. Robert.
I will turn towards Calruin and ask, where is it?
A bastard knocked me over.
Point to where I feel it moving.
Okay. Hang on a sec. So this guy is prone. You would feel the boule over here.
I will run towards here then, and ready another attack.
Okay. Cal.
I'll do something similar. I will stand here and ready an attack action.
Okay. Calroon.
To take a step down. Right here. And I'm going to ready spell, and I am going to ready a web, so when it jumps out, basically in a web.
Alright, so you are readying a cast of web. Go ahead and mark yourself as concentrating. Because to ready a spell, you have to concentrate. And that is this marker, by the way, for future reference. When you're concentrating on something. So that is going to be it for Calroon readying his web. Carter is going to stand up, shake himself off. It's like, oh, damn, that hurts. Where is it? Oh, sorry, he has 2 levels of wounds. So he's also looking a little beat up. I'll say he pulls out a hand axe and gets ready to throw it. Nil.
Yeah, I think it's in between us, so...
I think you can ready a true strike, right? Is it possible?
no, I haven't switched over yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still...
Yeah, I'll just ready an attack.
Alright, so you heave your axe ready to attack. New round, Crinkle.
Okay, we'll rinse and repeat, I guess. So, like, we're here. Try another crossbow.
Alright, so you move a bit, training a crossbow shot. The creature is digging. It is going to pop out over here, and that'll trigger some reactions.
Yes.
So go ahead and fire at it. Yeah, 19 will strike it.
And that should trigger the, just like last time, the grapple. So he's got to make a, I'm assuming, strength save, DC 15.
Alright, strength save. He makes it. Grinkle is going to fire at it. How do you roll so high with just a +6? Alright, so you shoot it. for
Grinkle's a
another
gangster,
10.
man.
I don't think you've rolled
Jack of
below
all
15
trades.
like,
That's
for
it.
the last 3 sessions. At least on that.
8 people.
Alright, so the boule is now 3 levels of wound as the all the hits to it are starting to add up, and it's slowing a bit. And you were casting a web on it, right?
Yeah. DC
So,
15 dexterity.
if you go to the resources section of the journal, you should see a 20-foot square under spell effects. You can pull that out and just stick it where you want the web to be.
There is no good way to put it.
Well, you can put part of it against the wall. You don't have to have all of it on solid ground.
Okay.
Yeah, could it be between him and the ceiling, possibly?
Well, there's it's not a very high cave. That would still hit people on the floor.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you see where that section is under resources, spell effects?
Yeah. How big is the spell?
20 foot.
Yeah, so when you cast spells, generally you click to link them in the chat, and that'll give everyone all the details. So like if you click on the web spell, it should subtract the spell slot and put the information in chat. Like in your spell book.
Yes. Like it pops up my character sheet.
Yeah, if you have your character sheet open and you go to your spells, you should be able to click on web. Okay, yeah, there you go. So yeah, that would have been 1 spell level. And yeah, so it is a 20-foot cube. So that's what you'd pull from the resources.
I think you should have more than 1 remaining spell slot. You probably removed 1 spell slot manually, and then 1 was automatically removed.
I already fixed it. Because yeah,
Okay.
that's what it did.
So when I click the 20-foot cube, it popped up with the 20-foot cube character sheet for me.
You click it and drag it onto the board, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, where you want to drop it. And now you should be able to move it around. So go ahead and drag it to where you want it to be.
Yes.
Okay. So there is an explosion of magic as you spend your reaction, and this webbing just shoots everywhere. And this is the reaction marker for when you spend it. But I think on his turn, which is right now, he has to roll a dex save. So as the web goes everywhere, he is going to fail his dex save, becoming restrained. So that will give him disadvantage as he snaps at Kaladin. Which he had advantage from bursting forth, so that's a wash. It's a normal attack.
Okay.
16. Ooh, just misses you. Lucky for that disadvantage.
The
So the
web
creature,
disappeared.
yeah, it's holding him back as he's snapping angrily. Unfortunately for him, he's unable to get you. And he's shaking around trying to get the web off him, but he doesn't have enough time this round to do that, so Robert, it is your turn. The creature is restrained in the web, desperately trying to break out.
Robert approaches the creature and just says, "So not so brave now when you cannot jump away," and just attacks him twice.
Alright. Yeah, 25 will strike on the first hit for 16, which will put him to very wounded. And a 19 will strike on the second hit. And that will put him down. As he kind of goes limp in the web.
Calrin. Good job, Calrin. Good thinking. That was
Wow.
very good.
Having a wizard in the party is already paying off.
Exactly.
Big time.
So the boule has been defeated. What do you want to do? The creature is hanging limp in the magical web.
Is there any sort of essence to extract?
Yeah.
Yeah, nature would give you some bonus essence, but if you want to spend some time, does anyone have nature?
I feel like that's a Robert thing.
I do have
Jack of
nature.
all trades.
Calrin, you might have it.
Nature.
Alright, so several of you sounds like have nature. So you spend a moment extracting some boule essence.
I'll add it to. I have like all other essence as well. 15 Maho, right?
Yeah. Does anyone have leatherworking proficiency?
No, I don't believe anyone had. We had this question when we were working with Ankhags.
That's right. Okay.
Unless Carter knows how to do that kind of stuff.
So Carter would say, I think some of these monsters, their skin is valued by leather workers for particularly nasty armor sets. In fact, those Ankhag skin is as well. They're good at holding enchantments, I think. They're also very strong.
Are you saying that it may be useful to just spend some time and to skin this thing?
It's like, well, I don't really have the proficiency to skin this thing. I wouldn't trust myself to do it well. This isn't a normal skin. It would be a very difficult survival or a slightly difficult leatherworking check. So it's really hard with survival. It's pretty hard with leatherworking, which I don't think any of you have that tool.
Are any of the druids leather workers?
Tabby says, some of them might be. I can let them know. I mean, I think one of our people has taken bootleg skins before.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
cool.
can.
That's actually great. Yeah, might be
Yeah,
able to.
I wouldn't mind drag it out for you. Me and Grinkle can.
She says, "Well, I'll let them know. They can handle this. I'm sure they'll be pleased. Well, are you saying you're gifting this to them, or you want them to get the hide for you?"
Does anybody here want particularly powerful leather armor?
Grinkle,
No.
I guess. Could use that, but I don't know how hard it would be to build.
Would it count as light armor?
It would be a leather hide. You'd still need a very talented leather worker to make it into armor.
Okay, understood.
Okay then.
Or sell it to someone. I mean, boule hides are worth a good amount.
Yeah, I think at least it's just a good thing to sell. So maybe let's drag it away a little bit and just tell druids that there is something here, and maybe some of them will be able to help us skin it. I don't trust. I can skin a rabbit, I can skin a deer, but boule? Nah.
So this thing looks like it would weigh a couple of 1,000 pounds. I don't know if the group has enough strength to drag it. Well, I guess you have fur bogs.
Yeah,
We have
we got
Furbolgs, we have Robert, who is also quite strong.
Yeah, because I know the
and
furbolgs are. All right.
Carter.
Are you leaving the web up, or are you gonna let it fade?
No, I'm going to make my concentration on the web.
All right. So you drag it back a bit. You said, getting it kind of over here. It would be dead at this point. So you kill it off. All right. So what do you want to do?
The box. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Calvin, I've got a feeling we might need your help for this as well.
All right. Why don't
To the box.
So why don't we do a break? Because we are a couple hours in, and let everyone stretch and use the restroom if necessary. Do a 10-minute.
See you later.
Alrighty. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that was an awesome spell, by the way. Very cool.
Thank you, thank you. Such paltry foes.
Yeah, that guy was nasty too. He kept disappearing every round, so it's hard to. Neither me nor Robert got a full round of attacks until after you restrained him. I was trying to grapple him, but he was too strong.
Hmm. Exactly. And he's hitting like a truck.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm glad I didn't get hit. I was about to get hit until he saved me with the web. It literally stopped him by 1 AC point from hitting me.
Hmm. This is so ironic. I was with my sentinel feat. I was always
Yeah.
thinking like, come on, I have this feat for like 15 games, and out of 15 games it came up once. Like, why do I even have it? Let's remove it, and then the next time it would be very useful. Come
To
on.
be fair, I think you would have gotten a lot more use out of it if we weren't so afraid to stand next to you. Because I think you would get the Guardian proc mostly. You know, like them trying to hit.
Would
Like,
be.
let's say me and you are fighting together, and like we're flanking, and then they hit me, and then you get an opportunity attack from that. You know?
No, but this would work even if we are flanking. You don't have to stand adjacent to me.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. So why didn't? I don't know. Maybe it's just unlucky.
Yeah, it just requires maybe it requires positioning less optimal positioning just for the sake of being able to do that, and it just rarely comes up.
Yeah.
But heavy armor master is just always good.
Yeah, true. And to be fair, usually when we've got an enemy flank, they don't survive very long. You know? So they don't get a chance to really hit.
So I think it was still a good choice. So I switched to a little bit of
Yeah.
survivability to kind of offset a lack of Nil's aura.
Yep.
And then it is also very synergistic and useful with Warning Bond, because it kind of works twice. It works for me, and because it works for me, it also works for Nil. So you double dip.
Yeah.
And also reducing by 3 after damage reduction is also like it's night and day. It's very useful.
Get this chest open.
I think we're just waiting for Raven. He's not back yet.
Probably need to help Carter a little bit. He's quite wounded.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually.
Not sure if it's worth taking a short rest, or it may be just like a little bit of heal.
It
Bit of heal.
Gabe, you might want to tell them. You
Yeah,
might
I
have
was about
something
to
for
say,
these
if we take
chests.
a short rest, then I can prepare my second level spell knock, and I might be able to unlock this chest if it's locked.
Interesting.
Two things. One, we have a
we
spell scroll
also
knock.
have Grinkle, who is very good at
Yes,
lockpicking.
he has special gloves.
Have like
He has
incredible.
special
Yeah,
gloves.
but if you remember with these, remember it's like an arcane puzzle.
We also have
It's
a
not-
spell scroll knock we could use, by the way.
Yeah, that's actually good. See,
Yeah.
the thing, if you look up knock, it says it has like a special effect that affects arcane lock, and I'm wondering if DM would DM would rule that the special like puzzle is like similar to an arcane lock.
I think like I would, because like it's a second level spell, you are spending it, so it's a decent
That's what
investment.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Like what would it be useful for then? If
Yeah.
not
Other
that.
than that, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think we'll ask him, but it might require an Arcana check. But I think that's what the
But
rule
we
is.
don't know about like we haven't yet he hasn't yet described the chest. Maybe it doesn't have it. So let's see.
Well, I think he did say it was an obsidian box, just like the last one.
But so far, let's listen to what he has to say.
Yeah, sure.
I hope it's a wish list item. I haven't gotten mine yet. What do dwarves get in new version? Something.
Yeah, that just like you saw. Basically, he showed off most of the dwarf stuff. He gets like 120 dark vision, which is a lot, and he gets tremor sense, like proficiency times a day,
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
and
You
then
could
that's
use
like
it.
resistance.
But this is I think this is only in stone floor, right?
Yeah, it's worked or unworked, so it could be in a cave or in like a stone building as well.
Oh, not in a forest, but in many locations.
Let's see what it says. It just says it gives you tremor sense. Let's see what tremor sense says.
All right, I'm back. How are we doing?
Good.
You're
Great.
doing well.
All right, so you approach the box, which does look to be an obsidian stone box with no obvious way of opening it. Though you might know something about it with a history or arcana check.
I'm going to do an Arcana check for it.
Oh my god!
I made the box.
So you think this is one of the Runemaster puzzle chests. Something that either requires a certain person, again with a signet ring, though there are ways to figure out the code, but they could be dangerous.
I think we had a question about.
Yeah. Can I use my spell Knock to try and open it? And second level spell?
You don't see
you have
a
a scroll
way
also?
it can open. You believe that this box is sealed until the code is entered. Otherwise, it doesn't actually have a latch or anything.
Well, we were just wondering. Do you see the part that it talks about arcane lock in this spell?
Yeah.
How it will like suppress the arcane lock. We're wondering if that would work on these boxes or if it's something different.
Well, this box doesn't have an arcane lock on it. It's basically
Arcane Lock is also a spell. That's a
Yeah.
spell. Arcane
there's
Lock.
a spell arcane lock. That's what it's talking about. But basically, this box doesn't have a way of opening it until you are able to put the code into it. So there are a bunch of flashing runes on it once you activate it, and you have a certain amount of time to enter the code, or you believe it will explode.
Oh, very nice.
So it's dangerous to try to open it without the code, but if you are intelligent, you could possibly figure it out. Also being
Rune, nice to
perceptive.
meet you.
We
Perceptive,
could
you
try.
said?
We could try to do it near the hole. So if you feel like you are not gonna make it, you can just drop it into the hole so it explodes there.
That's not a bad idea.
Sounds like a fine idea.
And I think I might be able to help you, Calrune. Might be able to help figure it out.
Yeah, it requires Arcana, or what's it called? Investigation. But you can assist with Perception or any of the ones I just named.
Cool.
So you said you're dragging it over towards the hole.
Yes.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Is it something you could use guidance and bardic inspiration for?
Yes. So as long as someone is standing near you, they could be casting or could cast a guidance.
I give you a.
Although I guess
Back up, I
now
give you a bardic.
guidance lasts for a while now, right?
Yeah.
Here,
So you could put
So
it
you
on
don't even
something.
have-
Rune, I take out a little paint. I go, hey, this. I swear this will feel pretty good, and I put a little paint on you. And you feel really inspired, and you get a wall of text as your gift.
I'm liking it.
This paint is
There's an
somehow
ability check
inspiring.
It
Alright.
just has a little bit of love in it.
Yeah.
Can Nil also give a bit of guidance then, if you have it?
You can choose between the two bardics. You can roll two of them and choose the better one.
Alright, so Nil, are you casting guidance?
No.
Is he not back yet?
He might be muted. He's back.
I saw him move. Yeah.
Nil.
Nil.
You sure he's back?
Yeah. He said he was
He was
back.
measuring the distance. So.
Could you type in chat if you can hear us?
Maybe he stepped away again for a moment.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, I guess that doesn't. I don't know.
Well, we can give him a minute.
He probably does. Why wouldn't he?
Is that where you want to be, Grinkle? Where you are right now?
Yeah, right where I was.
Okay. Nil.
Yeah.
Can you see if he
can you hear
has
me
guidance?
now? Sorry, I reset my mic on Discord. Hello,
Yes,
sorry.
I hear you now.
Okay.
So, are you
There we
going
go.
to provide a spell for them?
Guidance. Oh, but then I have to be close to the explosion. Can I?
Well, no, with
you
the
don't
new
have to.
version of
He's
guidance.
got bardic and your guidance. It's not gonna blow up. It's not gonna blow up.
That's right, because he's not an updated cleric yet, so he'd be using the old guidance. So yes, he would have
It's
to
still
be
a minute.
nearby.
The old guidance.
Well, if you want to cast it on them more than once, you'd have to be next to them because of the touch, or else you could just do it for one roll.
Okay, now I'll do it. I'll stand here. I got my bomb disposal.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get
spell
it.
on.
He's got like everything going as well.
Part of the bomb
Exactly.
disposal. All right, go ahead and link guidance. You're casting
Yeah.
it. So I guess Calrune, if you're ready, you can start up the box.
And again, you have a bardic, essentially advantage bardic.
If he uses it.
You need it, and guidance. What could go wrong?
So does that mean I just have advantage on these rolls, or is it just normal roll?
No, you just have normal rolls, but you have guidance for basically Nil can roll a d4 and add it to your roll. And
Okay.
you can Bardic to add a d8, I think, to the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With advantage
So
on
go
it.
ahead. Give me investigation
If
or
he had
Arcana.
no advantage, why is Kaladin there? Isn't Kaladin there to give him advantage?
No,
Well,
Callaghan
advantage on the
makes
Bardic.
Callaghan makes a check as well, and
Okay.
and you take the higher.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to announce the Bardic
Or
before
Arcana.
you make the roll?
No.
No. Yeah, investigation or Arcana, or you can use Perception to assist, which I think is what Cal is doing.
Yes, I'm assisting with perception.
All right. So you
Very good.
start up the box as a bunch of glowing symbols appear, kind of flashing and changing. You start to press them, getting a couple to light up, and after a moment, a green dot lights up on the top of the box, and the symbols start moving faster. The DC for the next check is 20. First one was 15. Okay.
All right. Oh yeah, that's what I'm
So
talking about.
Kaladin assisting you as you get kind of lost with the patterns will point out the correct ones, and you will get a second success as the patterns speed up again. DC 22 for the third check.
Okay.
You got this, brother.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here we go.
Oh my god. Welcome
Alright.
to the team, by the way.
So the top of the box will dissipate as you finish the puzzle and reveal its contents.
Give me the goods. Give me the goods.
So there are some potions and scrolls inside here.
So it seems fitting.
The scrolls seem like they are written in Dwarven, which would make sense because of the time period. And the potions are sealed and looks like they are still magically preserved.
I can read Dwarven. Can I see what the scrolls say?
Yes. So you are looking at the scrolls. So the first one, put them in chat. So the first one. It's the second one. Third one.
Ooh,
Oh my god, those were some nasty dwarfs that created this.
yeah, dude. Flame strike is
Fucking-
crazy.
Saw my ancestors like that.
Oh,
No, nasty in a good
No,
way.
your adventure, your ancestors were very good, but those particular ones were really like bloodthirsty.
Alright, so those are these spells.
Nice. Aren't some of them like druids? Like I think not all of them are even cleric spells.
That's correct. Some of them are. There's kind of a variety. I think Animal Messenger is a primal spell. Druid and Ranger.
Flame Strike is cleric.
Yeah. And
Animal Messenger is druid, bard, and ranger.
yeah, and I think Detect Thoughts and Blindness are arcane, but I don't know for sure. Like Wizard.
Detect Thoughts is bard, sorcerer, wizard. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so who's taking what scrolls?
Well, I think Flame Strike goes to Nil. He's a cleric. He's the only one who can cast it. Animal Messenger.
We can cast Animal Messenger and Blindness, Deafness, but we can also put it in the thing.
Like, and the rest as you wish. Like, who will, like, I feel Animal Messenger suits Crinkle a lot.
Yeah, I agree. And then blindness, deafness, and detect thoughts can go to Calhoun,
Should be
since he
fine.
can write them in his spellbook if he wants.
I'll
Exactly.
take Animal Messenger.
All right, so go ahead and make sure you record the scrolls you're taking.
And Calhoun, you want to write that, like write down the scroll and what type of spell it is in your items. You just make a new item, basically.
All right. What about the potions?
Well, potions we need to identify. So I added them to Bag of Holding, and we will identify them next time we get a short rest.
All right, just record the session they're from.
And this is session number 27.
Yeah. So I know if I need to look them up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, what do you want to do? You got your potions and scrolls.
Well, good work, everybody. I say we. Well, Tabby was talking about a way to go around. Which way is that? To get to here, like there's a separate way.
She says, "Well, are we ready to go around to the other side? I can take us there. We just have to dig through the tunnels."
Let's try. Let's try. We really don't want to spend. Like, I don't think we have enough resources to dispel 2 runes.
Yeah. So she says I can at least show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you spend some time traveling. This would unfortunately get rid of your other tremor sense ability, because this takes about 20 minutes to go around.
You've got one more use of tremor sense.
Yep.
Let's save it for some bullets.
Yeah, especially now that we know that they're here. That was actually really useful.
It's not working. There we go. Alright, so you would come up through a hole, coming out in a different area. She says there are some traps on this side too, so be wary. They're just placed. I think there's less of them.
Al, you may want to go ahead and scout. You have very good eyes.
Yeah, I just need a light source with me. I could carry a torch if Grinka wants to stay back, but if he wants to kind of keep in step with me, then I can use my my perception.
Oh,
Yeah,
and the
keep
bardic
up.
inspiration would be gone as well. Just FYI. Alright, so you walk forward.
Yes. And I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled for traps and pitfalls.
Alright, give me a perception check.
Coming right up. That's exactly my passive.
Okay. So this is the way you'd be heading, I assume.
Oh, downwards? Oh, okay.
This is a
Oh, I see.
caved-in cave. You're on the other side of the map, basically.
I see. I was
Alright,
confused.
so hang
Okay.
on a sec,
I see.
because unfortunately
Do you need me
you
to
did
move back?
not notice something. I need a Dex save to try to not fall in.
I'm sure I've got this.
All right. So as this floor gives way, you quickly jump back and manage to not go plummeting into the pit.
Whoa. That was a close one. Guys, well, needless to say, watch out for more pit traps. It's a good thing I'm the one who triggered it.
Yeah, like I like the idea. We will be disarming it with you. Don't worry. Let's go.
I learned how to keep my footing in weird places on the boat.
All right.
All right, keeping my eyes extra peeled as
So
I
as
move
you
forward.
step forward, a rune is going to light up.
Okay, well here's our rune. Calrune,
Heavy
I
would
believe
say,
this is all you.
be careful here. If you go west of the turn, that is where the Guardian is.
So you mean here, Tavi?
Yes, that is where the Guardian has a stash. But I believe there are more boxes hidden in
Yeah,
the
good to know, though.
northern caves.
We could
Mm,
prep a little surprise on him then, I guess, maybe.
Do you know,
Um,
Tavi, do you know if there are more runes, or is it the only one left?
She
If
says,
we
well,
don't count the two in the middle.
there are more runes. This whole area is protected by them.
Okay. But let's try to do a ritual.
Yep. I ask for the material to disarm the room.
All right. So I forgot that there is actually a check for this. It's Arcana. This is another first level, so it'd be 50 Maho, and the DC is 10. It's not all that hard to disarm, but there is a chance of failure.
Is your 50 mayo?
Okay. So luckily, Calrune is on it, spending the Maho. He
Yeah, we
is
got 80
able
left.
to disable this. And you would absorb another first level spell. So you now have 2 of them as your arm starts brimming with energy.
Yeah, that would offset your mage armor that you spend it on.
well, actually, the mage armor is a free cast. He's got
Oh, then he actually
we
has
gave
two.
him
Cool.
yeah, we gave him what's it called?
Magic initiative?
Magic initiate. Yes.
Yes.
So just
That's
FYI, this wouldn't actually up your max spells per day. This would be a separate resource that you probably want to just record elsewhere. It's basically just a free energy. And you're not sure how long it would last, if it would dissipate with a night's rest or if it would stay.
Makes sense.
Okay.
So let's go. Guys, I have a question. Do we want to go and face the Guardian while we are still relatively healthy and full of resources?
Yes.
I would be okay with attempting that.
Because
Does anybody have the shatter spell?
Shatter.
I can shatter him, and I just touch my sword.
I like the way you think. How
Yeah, we
about
could
any
set up like
scrolls?
some stuff. We get ready. Comes down the corner. We just destroy him. Bunch of spells. Take him out right away.
Do we have a scroll of shatter? Can we check the bag?
No.
No. By the way, we do have a bunch of scrolls which we probably can give to someone who can use it. Because why, like produce flame? Okay, that's like a magic missile or flaming sphere. They're just sitting in our bag, and no one is using them. So
You need to take them off your
We haven't been
hands.
able
I'd
to
be
use
more
them
than willing
until
to
yeah.
grab
Yeah,
them.
we'd love to. We're unable to use them. That's why we haven't used them yet.
yeah, exactly. So those two
So they're
we
all yours.
definitely can give you.
Thank you.
All Alright, so what do you want to do?
So it's either we get the box and then go look at the golem, or we go to the golem first.
I
What's
think we
the
go to the golem, and in case we are
In case we get another
destroyed,
fight
we
or
just
something. Yeah.
yeah. I think while we could someone spare a little bit of healing magic for me? I'm a bit still hurting from encounter with the belay.
Neil, do you want to, or you want me to give him a little?
Uh,
Do we have any
I can
potions?
do it.
But I don't. I have. Yeah.
I
think
do have a
cards are
potion.
nice.
I just thought that we usually use those as a last resort while someone
yeah,
can
yeah.
spare a spell.
Just asking.
Yeah, I've got it. I'll do. How much do you need? I'll give you a first level. Healing.
Yeah, a little bit would not like maybe a little bit from Grinkle. The same one would be good, and then I'm fine.
You're kind of greedy here, Rob.
I'm like guys.
Do you really think that'll change it? Hey, you think this will change it? This one healing word here.
I think it will. It could make it much better.
Definitely don't want
It's
Mercurius
nice.
to...
Okay, thank you, Grinkle.
That's
Thank
2
you very
max rolls you just got. That's pretty good.
No problem. Because we care.
Yeah, now I'm good. Thank you very much.
All right, I'll continue forward and once again looking for traps.
Okay, so there's kind of an open area up ahead. You don't see any guardian.
Is there any runes when I'm walking next to these walls?
No, doesn't seem like it. You just see the 2 chests on the other side of the room.
Yeah, it's heavy. Looks like maybe the golem is not here actually.
Oh, let's wait for everyone. Time out, guys. Hold on.
Read chests.
She says,
Let's get away from Rob and guys, stop moving.
I don't know. I could have sworn our scouts said there was some kind of construct here. I mean, it was a while ago.
Hold
maybe.
on. I'd like to just quickly. I'm gonna put in case we get in a fight. Actually, never mind. Do you think we're gonna fight right here, guys?
No, that's clearly safe. I mean, there's nobody here.
Rob will take a rock from and just throw it in direction of chests somewhere here.
Alright, so yeah, the rock just kind of flies over and bounces off the floor and the wall. Nothing happens.
Oh, you see? Safe, like Kaladin said.
Yeah, you guys are too paranoid. Sometimes good treasure is just good treasure, and it's ripe for the taking.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Do you have a light source right now? One of you?
Yeah, me.
Sprinkle, yeah.
Alright, mark yourself as having a light source. So as you get closer, it looks like there's something etched into the wall in Dwarven.
Hey, Calvary, do you think you could read this?
Yeah, I can go over there and give it a quick gander. Where is it?
A little bit
It's on the
suspicious
wall.
how useful this new wizard is.
You think someone planted him into our party
So hang on,
for him to betray us terribly?
one moment, I'll be right back.
Exactly.
I'm not sure.
Hey, wait,
This
you might want to stop moving.
This might be God testing us.
I would move back to like closer to us, covering. Yeah, just wait for DM to come back. Because if you move and then he sees you up there, he's gonna probably tell you that
Alright, never mind.
you got it.
trap or something.
There's just someone in my backyard, but I know who they are. Okay, so what are we doing?
Calrune is reading the ancient Dwarven text.
Yeah, I started walking up to the door and text. Read it. No cloud in my head.
He's gonna end up summoning it by like chanting a magic Dwarven spell or something.
So it would say these puzzle boxes are the property of Rune Master Atris and are protected by magic. Do not touch.
I think I'm going to touch him.
What did you say?
I said, I think I'm going to touch him.
You're gonna touch the puzzle box?
Well, I'm going to look at it, see
Uh,
if there's any, like,
So the puzzle boxes look like the other
Other.
ones. They just seem like stone squares.
Can I
I
perceive
will-
any traps?
You
I'll
could
get
give
closer if I
me
need
an
to.
active perception if you want to look around.
I specifically around the boxes. I would like to.
No,
check
it
them
just
for-
seems like two boxes. Nothing seems out of place here. The cave
Gringles,
looks
you could
fairly normal.
detect magic, right?
Yep.
Maybe,
Yeah.
you know.
I use one of my
Put out your
Turbolg
feelers.
magics.
After conferring with Robert, I will start the warding bond before they start poking around with the thing. So for the next hour, I'll add that
Thank
to the
you.
sheet.
Okay, so you activate
So I
warding
detect
bond.
magic on him.
Yeah.
So detect magic. You're gonna do it as a. Oh wait, no, you just cast it as normal.
Yeah, I got a Turbolg thing.
So use one of your casts of it. So yeah, you see magical auras coming off the boxes. You don't see any other magical auras in here though. Looks like no one's been in here for a long time.
Well, do you think, Calhoun, do you think the threat is backed up, or what? You think it's just trying to scare us off? Seems quite foreboding.
Yes, it does indeed. I'm a little worried about the warning on the wall and them
We could try
saying
the
there
old rope
used to be
trick.
Well, we
Yeah,
could.
let's do a rope trick. Yeah, back up. Let's use a mage hand to put a rope
Rope
around it.
trick. Everyone knows the rope trick.
Alright, who's casting Mage
And,
Hand to do this rope trick?
Wrinkle.
Wrinkle, I believe.
Wrinkle. Alright. So you are floating the rope over and basically using the hand to wrap it around the chest.
Yes, sir.
Alright. So as the rope begins wrapping around, suddenly, seemingly out of nowhere, a creature forms from the very dirt you're standing on, looking very upset at Grinkle. Give me initiative.
The rope through him though.
He would form around
Is there a rope
the
in the middle of him? Oh, okay.
It would be underneath him at this point, because it's going along.
Would
the
we be
floor.
surprised, or are we kind of expecting something like this to happen? We're on the edge here.
There wouldn't be surprise. He isn't appearing and attacking you, like the boule just popping out of the ground and attacking. So you would have a moment to react. So normal initiative, because he has to form basically. So you have a moment to figure things out as he quickly goes into an actual form. So. Does not look happy. As you see, he has several runes etched into his clay body, which begin to glow. This might not be an ordinary clay golem. And I think some of you, at least one of you, has Arcana, right?
Yes. And Calhoun.
So, those of you with Arcana training, you would know this creature, mechanically speaking, is a CR9, giving you an idea of its power. So you would like obviously there's no such thing as CR9, but like like just kind of speaking for knowing how powerful it is versus how powerful the group is.
I don't fully understand the CR system. What CR should we normally be fighting for like a challenging encounter?
Tier 6.
Mechanically speaking, like around your level, like one creature for every four heroes is not necessarily safe, but safer. So you would know something.
So one
CR9.
CR. So like.
Yeah, though technically you would not be the one who knows that, so it doesn't matter. Because I don't think you have Arcana, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, it would be more like Calroon. So I think you whispered me your initiative roll. Because I don't see you on the initiative tracker. Oh, you didn't roll yet, I don't think. So you have to highlight your token, then press the initiative button.
Which one's the initiative button? The ball at the bottom.
Yeah, I think on your sheet, just if you hover over
it's right
initiative.
Next to your armor class.
Yeah, just while your token is highlighted.
I did roll. I rolled a net. Okay.
Oh, did you? All right. So go ahead and roll again, and just put the 22.14 in as your initiative, because you can edit it.
Just roll again.
Yeah, just roll again with your token selected, and you can change it to what.
Roll again, so you just pop up on the track, and then you can highlight your number and change it to 22.
Yeah, you can change it to what you initially rolled.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
So as this thing is forming, the first one to act is going to be Calroon. So what do you want to do?
Well, while it's forming, I'm going to use one of those free first level spells that I got from disarming the runes, and I'm going to cast Grease under it.
Okay.
Ah.
So, you cast Grease. It looks like it's... So if you're using those, you can... Yeah, you'd still be at 4. But go ahead and put down a 10-foot square where you want the Grease. Okay, so...
Is this thing very dexterous, or...?
I doubt it.
Alright, so the creature immediately has to do a save to try to not fall over. And it does save, rolling a natural 20, which becomes a 19. So it slips a little but does not fall. Anything else?
But did it look like it was very, not very dexterous?
Yeah, I mean, you can tell it has a -1 to its dex saves.
Oh.
That's, yeah, it's very bad at dex.
It's going to...
Oh, I'll also...
that is the...
Well, just really quick, I'll also say, you realize, Cal, that it also has magic resistance. So it's powerful against spells in general.
Okay. Spells specifically, though, right?
Yes. Magic.
Okay.
Spells and magical effects, basically.
But not necessarily like other types of damage that I might be able to do without spells?
No, monks don't use magic.
Okay, cool.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. So the golem goes, and it is going to start punching your bard, Crinkle. So
damn.
it does a first swing, a slam attack. Ooh, 23, I believe, is going to hit you.
Yes.
So you are struck for 22 bludgeoning as the fist connects, and it seems to have some kind of withering effect on it. I need a DC 15 con save. Okay, so luckily, you resist the withering and take damage rather than life drain. Second attack, another slam. Ooh, 26 will strike you again. Yeesh. Doing another 15 bludgeoning. And again, a con save, please. Alright, so luckily, once again, you resist the withering, but you look very
Nice
wounded.
try.
With 3 levels of wound. The golem will then...
Good luck, Gollum. Now my
10.
friends go.
15 and end its turn there, but that would give Cal an opportunity attack, as well as Grinkle, I guess.
Oh,
Although I think you have your crossbow,
yeah.
so I don't think you can oppy it.
You can punch it?
I rolled a 9.
I mean, do you want to use
I
your
can just,
reaction
butt it.
to punch it?
I don't have any other... Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Okay, so spend
Reaction.
your reaction then and punch it.
What's that? Just a strength attack?
An unarmed attack is just d20 plus strength, plus... okay.
Oh!
So 19 would
19?
punch it.
Yeah.
But I don't think you do a minimum of 1 damage. However, it seems to be immune to your fist. It may require magical weapons to hurt.
Oh.
With your finger.
Yeah.
Ow.
Like, ow.
Ow.
Alright, so the
Kills me
clay
because I'm so
golem
close to death.
just fall over. Kaladin, you're up. Oh wait, did you?
Okay, so-
Yeah, because you missed with your reaction. Okay.
Yeah, I missed. I rolled a 9. Was I able to tell what its AC was?
AC 14.
14, okay. So first thing I'll do is, once again, I will attune to the elements, but this time, my arms are encapsulated with a acidic green water tentacle, or acid tentacle, actually.
Okay. So it says in Dwarven, which I think your wizard can speak. It says thieves detected, attempting to put down.
Guys, it's
That
not
was-
happy.
That was just at the start of my turn, so that didn't require an action. But for my action, I am going to use my new feature, actually my level 6 feature.
Okay.
Elemental Burst. So in my hand, like the acid sort of peels back, so my hand is exposed, and I sort of channel a concentrated ball of acid and throw it at the golem.
Alright, so what does that create? A 20-foot radius?
Yes.
Alright, so I assume you're just going to splash it behind the golem so it doesn't hit your people.
Yes, so I don't need to blow a spell effect or anything.
So is that a dex save?
It is a dexterity save, and the DC is 16.
Alright, so acid explodes behind the golem, showering him as it sizzles a bunch. However, the acid does not seem to do any damage to the golem. In fact, it looks like it's healing him.
What?
This creature seems to have acid absorption.
Paladin, you healed all the damage I just did to it.
Oh my gosh.
Now it's like I didn't do
Okay.
anything.
That is crazy. Okay. So how about we just stick to force damage? Okay, so I'm going to step right here. I'm within 15 feet, and I'm going to use force damage, which I can do now.
So the
Since,
golem will look at you and say, supernatural abilities detected, threat level escalated, as it starts coming at you.
Yeah, so I used my bonus action to Flurry of Blows, so
Does
I'll
that?
spend another key point.
It says that in Dwarven.
So
we
two,
hear?
two attacks.
Really not happy.
Alright, so 17 will strike it.
There's 11.
And this is doing bludgeoning damage.
No, this is doing force damage. I linked the empowered strikes. So my arms basically start propelling these like force blasts essentially.
Okay. So it smashes against him for 11 points, as he is chipped slightly. The first attack.
Next attack.
26 will strike him again, doing another 8.
I can't believe I did acid to him. I thought he was a construct, so it would melt him. And since he looks pissed off at me, I'm going to run away.
Alright, so
To,
you
like,
move back.
here.
Bring him towards me.
And that's the end of my turn.
So that is it for Cal. Nil, your turn.
Nil, if you're still using same, if you still haven't changed, do you still have your aura?
I do.
And I did tell you guys, by the way, when I noticed those runes, that he's resistant to magical effects.
Yes, this will be my last Twilight Sanctuary when I change after this. Yeah.
You'll probably. What if you change mid-fight? Would you still be? Would it still be active next time?
Sure. I'll get this up then.
Nice.
Alright, so you start putting out your stars as magical starriness kind of forms around the group, starting to shield them.
Just kind of want to block its movement so it can't
And you,
get up.
Calvin, understand why we're called Starry Knights.
Cool. And then I will end my turn here and I'll get my 12 turn.
Okay.
Hey, Lou.
So that is it for Nil. Crinkle.
Me. Okay, Lou, it's time. We're bringing out the new thing. Woo!
Uh-oh.
So I'd like to ask how this will work, okay? Because I now got animating performance, okay? I can bring something to life. Are there rocks in this room?
Yeah, there's probably a couple of rocks of varying sizes.
Yeah, the biggest one I see within 30 feet of me.
Give me a D100.
Is there one? Is there? Okay.
Big money. Let's go.
Big money.
Oh,
So the biggest rocks you see, there's a couple of like small, maybe like one humanoid-sized rock in here.
Where is it?
I'll say it's
Is it
like
maybe like
up against the north wall here.
perfect? You see a little bit of paint trickle across the room in the air, and like a happy face or like an angry face gets drawn on the side of the rock, and like little arms and legs at the side of it.
God, it's another one.
No, this is a friend, guys. This is it's an ally.
And it goes after you, or does it get an initiative roll?
Yeah, it's like a summon. So
Okay.
it's right on my initiative. It says
Here's your initiative,
there's
but
my
act
initiative.
you.
And so I don't know how to. I have the dancing item stat block like open on the right side, but I don't know how else to like
Alright.
use it. I don't know if that makes sense.
So this isn't concentration, right?
Nope.
Okay. And you said this was called dancing item?
Yeah,
Here.
because it uses a dancing item stat block.
Let me see. Yeah, there's a dancing item character
It's
sheet.
like specifically just for this College of Art
So I'll give you
thing.
permissions to edit this. You just have to change it to reflect, you know, what the stat should be.
Yeah.
So that is Grinkle.
We're done yet.
Grinkle.
That's sorry. Oh. Thing.
It is a summon, so I'm going to put it in the resources area. So you should see under resources summon, there's a dancing item stat block. So just edit that and change it as it should be for whatever your level is and everything. But you tell it to attack the golem.
Yeah, with my bonus action, I can use it to command it. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll say attack it. I'll have it move up, I guess.
Alright, so the rock comes flying at the golem. If you don't have the... For next turn, you'll have the dancing stat block set up.
Yeah,
Just give me a
I'll work on
d20
it.
roll. I think it... Does it get 1 or 2 attack? I think it just gets 1.
It's one. A fourth
That's
empowered slam.
Okay, nope. So it goes slamming into the golem, but it just kind of bounces off and spins around.
That's weird. And then I'm gonna
So that
do a
is...
little bit.
Alright, so you move back a little. That's it for you and your rock. Robert.
We've used paper, Rob says.
Should use paper.
I take 10 damage and die.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Don't.
Alright, so go
Why are you
ahead,
moving out of
Robert.
his range?
But you did disengage from Robert, or you did leave.
No.
Oh yeah, that's true. Go ahead, make your attack, Robert.
Oh god damn it, Grinkle! Why do you have to do that?
Your ring's not up, man.
Comes up
Are you
so-
kidding
It
me?
is.
Comes up not very much. Yeah, I don't see it. That's weird.
I mean, Rob's ring is not around him right now.
Oh, you know why I think it's not saved.
You son of a...
Oh no, it should be up. It says it should
No
be shown.
warning.
That's weird. Yeah, I don't see it.
How much
either.
damage did you do to me? You probably
Let
killed
me-
me, by the way.
Let me add it for 4 and then back to 5. It sometimes does that.
Alright, well, whatever.
No.
So, unfortunately, you have been struck and are possibly going to be down. Yeah, so Grinkle goes, falling to the ground. I think the stone stays because it's not concentration, so it's still just kind of floating there waiting
That's
for
right.
commands.
And when I'm unconscious, he doesn't only have dodge. I can use him on his turn.
He'll continue doing what he was supposed to do.
Just before I like dying, I look at Calroon. I go, "This is what I was talking about." And then
Alright, so you have a level of exhaustion, and you are dying as you fall to your knees bloody. And I think that's where we're going to have to stop. Or wait, I'll let Robert finish the round.
Robert
kills me.
Robert is gonna like maybe move. Yeah, he is gonna stay here. He's gonna look back and he's gonna say, "Hey guys, this thing has reached. It reached Grinkle. See what is done to it." And
That happened. That was weird. That's crazy, guys. Look out.
Son of a bitch.
And I'm gonna attack it twice.
Alright. Slash.
First one.
So 28 will strike it.
Oh
Oof.
damn it!
Hitting it for 4 points of damage, as it seems to have resistance.
I do have a magical weapon, right? So
Yeah, the new rules for the magic thing they don't have. It's just resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. There's no more requirements for magical items.
okay. But it still has to do strength save. DC.
Oh yeah. See if you can knock it down.
Yeah, so DC 8 plus 3, 8 plus 7, so DC 15.
Alright, so no advantage because of the martial ability. It will fail. You glean that it has a +5 to strength saves. But it rolled poorly, so it goes prone.
I have a
Good job.
decent chance. And then I'm gonna attack it again.
Okay, second attack at advantage. Oh, good thing. 24 will strike it, doing 5 points of damage. Slashing it. Martial opponent detected. I don't know why it's a robot. So that's it for you,
He
right?
says that about the rock, right? He says it about the rock.
No, he just said this is a silly opponent. Ignoring.
I don't. He didn't say that. We didn't hear that. I don't understand Dwarvish.
You're unconscious. Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
I understand Dwarf.
All right. Anything else, Robert?
Oh no, it's all good.
Wait, don't you get 2 rolls for your damage?
Only the first time.
I already used it on 2 9s.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
only once. Okay.
Yeah, once per turn.
Got it. That makes sense. All right, so we would be going into a new round, but we are overtime. So let's do MVP rolls or votes. Let me think. Who can I award inspiration points to? I'm gonna give one to Grinkle because it was funny that you got yourself killed by this again. So it's kind of like a really funny or cool.
Funny.
Well, I already gave you one.
I get temp
What
HP
about,
when I.
what about
go
you
down.
should have used paper joke?
Oh, was that you?
That was pretty
All right,
funny.
No, I don't think it's that funny.
Sure.
Or should we really reward him with a point? I don't know.
Sure, I'll give you that as a third point. You don't tell me what to do. So yeah, you get one to Cal.
Stupid fucking
Or not
sword.
Cal, Robert. And with 3 votes, Cal Rune would be the MVP, so that would be a second point for Cal Rune.
All right.
If you basically on the right side of your sheet,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
found
below the. Okay, you found it. Cool. All right. Yeah,
I'm-
just put
what's-
like. I think you can have. Is there a limit to how many story?
Yeah,
points
you can have up to 10. And
Alright,
I
so
am
put a
trying to
limit
give
at
out
10.
more of those, so you should be seeing a bunch during each game, since they're only
Oh wait,
plus
story?
2.
No, I meant insight points, not story.
Yeah, it's not a story point, it's an insight point. Story point is only awarded for doing journal or doing specific things.
Yeah.
Like posting your party information in the party section. So if you did that, like did all the required things for your character, you would get a story point for doing that as well.
Okay.
But I think
And the points I got were story points.
no, the
Or
one
What points did I get?
inspiration points are the ones we just gave out. Those are a different resource.
It's too kind.
So story points you kind of use to craft craft little stories for yourself in the game overall. There's kind of a section for it in the Discord where people kind of talk about stuff they want to make happen. And you would if you have ideas you want for your character or for the game, you can put them in there, and it costs a certain amount of story points depending on what you want to do.
Yeah.
There's a write up on it in the house rules section for story points and insight
Okay.
points. But yeah, good
Like
game,
the-
everyone.
I'd like to spend
very
5 to seek revenge on Rob.
There's,
The stone starts attacking me, maybe?
Crinkle's secret
shield of-
vengeance.
It's only because it's the story. I don't want to do it. It just feels like the story at this point, right?
How about like a magical shield that protects you from opportunity attacks?
Grinkle, his plan to steal the sword and get rid of it. Just throw it down a well or something.
Yeah,
It's like,
I
where did
let
my
go of it.
sword
It
go?
kills me
Attack of opportunities you as it falls in the well.
as I drop it.
All
giving
right.
you that final middle
Alright.
finger.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, good game. Like I said, and we'll see you all next week. I'm gonna take some
Yes,
notes.
great game.
Game, guys.
Nice meeting
Yep.
you, Gabriel.
Nice meeting y'all too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gringo. Really sorry.
Yeah, whatever, man.